Okay, good morning. This is the council update following our meeting yesterday, June, what was yesterday? 9th, 10th, 9th. So I'm going to start by a couple of things that were actually discussed in our CAO brief that I want to touch on. First one are 2014 property tax assessments. They were mailed out last Friday, so you will see those in the mail this week. A lot of different things that you'll see going through there, and if you have questions, please call Paul Milligan at the town. Important notes, there were decreases on the homes in relation to what color you were. Green was 2 to 6% decrease, yellow 6 to 10% decrease, orange 15 to 20% decrease, and red was a minimum of a 25% decrease in property assessment values. So nobody should see more than a 2.5% increase on their assessments this year. So I'm not the one to be talking all about this. Those are Cole's notes only, just to advise you of what's going on. But please, if you have questions on your tax assessments, to phone Paul Milligan at the town, 652-2110. Second one, the Snowbirds, the High River Air Show that Dana Dickens is headlining and is the chair of that committee. Mark Pearl is another big one that got started, got this whole thing started, so thanks very much to Mark. And this is an extremely fast timeline that this is being put together. We're 44 days out, 43 days out now. That's the org chart as to how this air show gets put together. So it's not a small task. Not only will there be the Snowbirds flying, but there's a skydiving group that's going to be performing prior to the Snowbirds, and possibly there's another show with a couple of biplanes or something. I don't know exactly everything about it that they're working on, but everything that's in red on this sheet are vacancies in this whole program for individuals to get involved with this. So please, if you want to be involved in this, call the town, talk to Dana, and let her know what your skill set is. There's somewhere that you will fit into this thing, but they need a lot of help and really quick. So if you have expertise and you want to be involved in this, it's a fast time frame. It's like everything else in High River, foot to the floor on the air show now. So thanks very much, and please phone Dana if you got everything. And again, thanks very much to Dana. On to the council meeting. Prior to the council meeting, we just had a 30-second moment of silence for the 3 RCMP officers that were killed in Moncton last week. The funeral services today, and our thoughts and condolences go out to that whole community, and especially to the families of those Mounties. So we just wanted to recognize that we're thinking of them as well. As far as the council agenda goes, there was one public hearing, and that was to deal with a land use bylaw amendment. And this is a small 3.19 acre section out in the northwest. I talked about it in the last video. It's all inside the berms. There's existing houses there already. There's one foundation they're going to finish. But when the access to build the new berm took out their septic field, so all this is going to do is allow those homeowners to tie their services to town services, which is the way it needs to be in the end anyway. Delegations. 2 big ones. First was from the government of Alberta. The DRP representatives were here. Mr. Brad Geddes, who's the lead on this thing now, and is making headway in this thing, is moving things forward. Brad is working very hard to try to get some of the bureaucracy cleaned out of this thing, but it's obviously very, very thick. It's the #1 issue in High River right now. It's the #1 issue that affects people personally, financially. It's the #1 issue that really dictates whether people are back in their homes or not right now. So they just gave an update as to where they are and a lot of the changes that are being made. it is extremely important that I mention that if you were denied previously or for any reason, do not give up on this thing. You need to just get in there and reapply, because we're not walking away from this thing, and they know it, and everybody needs to continue to fight for themselves and advocate for themselves. And the Disaster Recovery Program, or the Disaster Recovery Program Committee, who Councillor Masterman is a big part of that, along with Tom Dutton, Deb Smith, Jim Ross, and Bill Fowler. I cannot say thank you enough to this committee. They're making headway, and they need to be congratulated for what they're doing. And so if you see these individuals, just say thank you, because what they're doing has directly resulted in some of the changes that are happening in this DRP program. So hats off to all you guys that are part of this, and from the whole town of High River, thank you very, very much for what you're doing for this community, the businesses and the residents. So tax forgiveness, batch number 8 was approved to the tune of $47,067.19. 2014 spray park admission rate sponsorship. Council supported the Parent Link Center's full admission rate sponsorship for the spray park for 2014. So what that means is nobody has to pay to use the spray park. And Community Donations Advisory Committee, second round of grant recommendations. This is an ongoing thing, and we approved the second round grant recommendations of $385,000 from the Town of High River Disaster Relief Fund. And this is all available through our minutes, but that's the list of people and groups that we funded through that. Commemoration Day budget, we approved the budget for the Commemoration Day of $5,000. I got to say a huge thank you to ATCO Gas, who has stepped up. They're providing the barbecue, they're providing the stage, the sound system, everything for the Commemoration Day. So thank you very, very much to ATCO Gas for stepping up for us. Emergency management update. This is an update that Carly Benson gave us on the status of the emergency management program and the priority projects. There's 14 projects that they went through. This is a moving document at all times, and Carly, I can't thank her enough. She hit this one out of the park. It's unbelievable what she's done. We were pretty aggressive on our timelines, and she made every single one of them, and she's continuing to go on. There's 14 in this report, but this is the tightest plan in Canada, I can guarantee you, and I'm so proud of this team and all the staff in the town of High River, absolutely everybody that stepped up. Canada Task Force too, everybody that's made this thing happen, and High River residents can truly feel safe. Yes, it's sunny outside, the weather's great, and the river's low. It's running at about 32 CMS right now, which is actually below normal for this time of year. That being said, it doesn't mean we go to sleep on this thing. It's still June, it's still spring, the runoff is here. It's rain that causes floods, so we all have to be paying attention and continue to be prepared for this thing. High River Alert System, I think we've got 2,900, it's under 3,000 people that are signed up for that. There's 13,000 people just in High River alone. Probably 500 of the people that have signed up are not even from High River. They're downstream on the Highwood somewhere, or they've got parents that live here or relatives that live here. So really, in my mind, we're under 2,500 people, 2,500 residents. Double that with spouses and things. But even husband and wife, you should both be signed up on that thing. If your kids have cell phones, they should be signed up on that thing. This is not automatic. You actually have to sign up. We can do everything in our power to put these programs in place, but there is a responsibility from every single resident in this town you do have to physically go sign up on High River Alert. Please continue to tell everybody about it. Just because the test is done, this thing is active at all times. If we need to use it, we need as many people signed up. So just continue to be prepared in this community. That's really about it. We went through, had one public comment from Cindy DuPerrin, and she kind of told her frustrations with the DRP, and Brad Geddes from the government was actually man enough to come in and listen to this, and it shows his commitment to making this system better. And Cindy, I can't be more proud of you as to the way you articulated your story and the way you explained it to people. And anybody that's listening to this video that doesn't understand what these people are dealing with, in my mind, it's think of the worst hell you've ever been in your life. We've all been there at some point in time. Then take away your home, live in an ATCO shack for a year, and then empty your bank account. That's the hell people are dealing with. And that's the reason why we are being so aggressive on this DRP thing. This is not just for High River. This is for the future of this province and this country, that these programs have got to work much better than what this currently is. Continue to use the DRP committee. Please email drp@highriver.ca with your story if you're going through things, and those go directly to the ministers involved with this. Depending on when you watch this video, the Premier is in town today. I'll be meeting all afternoon with him and Flood Task Force representatives, DRP representatives, Municipal Affairs Minister Greg Wiedeck's in town, Rick Fraser's in town. Everybody's here. DRP, you know, we're touring a lot of the mitigation projects, and extremely well done job. There's nothing that I can criticize on that end, but DRP is a big one that we'll be talking with those people about today to continue pushing this thing forward and help our residents get back. So foot to the floor, doesn't quit. Thanks very much. Take care. Bye-bye.